Good evening, guys. So, someone asked me about a guide to fire ruins. Now, it's a little bit difficult to actually make a video for this. Firstly, we don't have any fire elemental healers, and I'm 100% relying on damage. So, let's just hope that the boss isn't so difficult or hard. I'm hoping not. And that this team will make up for that little miscalculation towards how strong they could be. Now, with that being said, like I said, I'm 100% reliant on damage here. I don't know how strong the bosses are, but with that being said, I do hope I can accomplish something out of this. Just trying to throw that out there, guys. But let's see how things go. Now, as you see, I have two Firebirds Rogue on one of my unique units here. Now, Firebird Rogue, what does it do and how does it work on this team? It actually increases the chance for me to burn my enemies, so making me a lot stronger than what I've seen. Now, as you see there, I'm actually doing more damage than you guys think I am. Firstly, as you know, and of course that dragon would have the ability to freeze. Oh, that's just beautiful to know. No, sorry, but Mita's gonna be your little counter too here. I'm gonna admit that, sadly, your team will need lots and lots of, how about it? And yes, that, as you can see there, I'm using Hero Cape. Hero Cape being one of the most top-notch useful items for these kind of battles. Because, first of all, it covers for the status ailment of Frost. Now, the boss will do the same thing as versus your units here. So be careful, guys, and make sure you time your skills and everything. Now, remember, the boss is just like the others. He will do damage to your team based upon his elemency. Now, I'm going to actually time my arts here, so with that being said, I'm not going to use my art until I have my Matoi's Hero Cape ready, because I know their status element Frost will be kicking in. Because I can assume pretty much what's going to happen here. Oh geez, and I just activated True Art. Well, as you see there, I'm completely nuked it. Now, problem being that I can't... Oh, I may actually survive. And unfortunately, there's Frost again. Frost debuff has got to be loved. I'm hoping that this doesn't work against me, so... Oh, there we go. This ends it. Ooh, that was too close. There you guys have it. Now, why can't I use any other good units? Now, I gotta admit, you might want to have 3, or should I say 4 maybe, sorry, not healing items. Why am I going for healing items? I apologize, I was just looking at the gear right now. You guys might want to use here as you see here, Spirit Sword Efkera. Now, Hero Sword Efkera, why would I suggest using that most of the time here? And not why all the time. Or, so actually, I shouldn't say most of the time, I should say all the time, correction. Now, I did make the mistake of saying make the mistake of using Firebird LA Rogue. Now, why do I say it's a mistake? First of all, you do need healing to support your team. Secondly, you do need frost resistance, which is why I have Hero Cape here and my Matoi. And I also have True Gyarados and along with Fire Knight, Bible of Fire Knight. Now, Bible of Fire Knight was just as difficult as it was to obtain. Actually, no, it wasn't that much difficult to obtain, mainly because the boss may be just Fire Elemental, but firstly and lastly, it's not that hard if you have the right equipment. Now, I did make a video for that, so I think I did post it up. I'm hoping I did, because that would actually be handy. And that's about it. Now, my team, as you saw, was completely and 100% reliant on HP. Yes, it was reliant on HP. As you saw, Matoi died, along with Clyde's Master Ground here. So, with that being said, you gotta be prepared. Now, Fenrir's Gauntlets. Now, that would be a bad idea. Now, why is it a bad idea? Is because the enemy is not physical. It is all magical. So, with that being said, I suggest you guys do be prepared and be aware that what opponent you're fighting is also depending upon what you use. Now, why didn't I use Phantom Knight Shield? Well, because I was stupid. That's about it, guys. There's nothing else I can add to that. It's because I was dumb. Now, with that being said, I think the best option was actually here, Phantom Knight Shield. Especially since the boss is a magical enemy. Why didn't I use Crown of the Spirit King? Well, firstly, it's because I don't think that would be even a good idea at this point. Now, Crown of the Spirit King may reduce water damage, but it is only single target. So, you're not really optimizing it for the team, but just one unit. Now, what other good gear that might be good here? Phantom Robe Hollow, but I don't suggest you use Phantom Robe Hollow. Why? Because even if you have Phantom Robe Hollow, you still got major damage coming in. And plus the fact that the enemy is a weaker element, so you got like 50% more damage received. Now, with that being said, Alchemy 2 Shirayan would actually also be another good supportive here. And that's about it. That's all I can really suggest, guys. I'm sorry if I don't really do much of a better job at trying to give you more gears and tints here. Now, if you guys already know what this does, Fire Relic, Bible of the Flame Knight. Now, what does that do exactly? Well, as the name implies, it's basically equipment. It's basically it's the water ruins? No, the earth ruins, but rare equipment or relic. Ugh, I'm stuttering today. Sorry, I'm terribly stuttering. Holy, well, that's normal. But either way, 20% to boost to all stats. So that's 20% more HP, 20% more attack, and 20% more defense. Now, I do suggest you try to get that one first before you even try doing this battle. Why? First of all, you need that HP, as you saw. I had over 11,000 HP on my Clyde here, and he got almost nuked down to 0. Now, along with, well, the reason why versus Clyde versus, Mimeta was because I had Fkita supporting Mimeta. Now, I do suggest you also be careful of the Frost status ailments. Frost status ailment being that it also makes it tough to battle in the situation, and that boss spawns dragons, which instantly freeze your team, which makes it so cheesed. Gotta admit, that's cheesed, but hey, you gotta deal with it all. Now, I also brought Gron here because Gron has been my go-to nuker when it comes down to damage and burning opponents. Now, Gron is going to be one of my favorite fire units because, firstly, he does have that burn and hit critical only ability. Now, he is one of the most, I guess you could say, overpowered units in the game right now. Oh, it increases. Oh, my bad. I should have just put a Sword of Kea on him because apparently his second equipment isn't counting. Okay, my bad. So either way, but with that knowledge, I'm gonna, like I said, this is why I suggest you bring a second one onto him, throw one on him. That's why I suggested not to bring through 2 or 4, because you need 3. The other 2 for Gron or the unit that you're bringing along that's supposed to be your DPS provider, and for any other unit that could provide supportive. Now, with that being said, I did also fail to mention another unit that could actually help in this battle. Now, you guys might know him, and I do know him well. I also love him personally. He is quite interesting, first of all, but sadly, he is quite not the damager, or quite not the unit you might want. Now, openly admitting, I kind of do like him. But for this event, he's not going to be... He might actually be proved to be a good, helpful unit. Now, why do I say that? He could be a replacement for Gron if you guys actually think about it. Why is he a replacement for Gron and also a replacement for Matoi? I'm sorry, I didn't mention he's supposed to be a double replacement for Gron and Matoi. So you stick in that third damager. Now, as you can read here, reduces damage by 100% for 5 seconds for all other allies, meaning he doesn't reduce damage he receives, but his skill kind of helps him out. Firstly, his passive also helps him out, and secondly, he has 3 slots for gear equipment. Now, with that being said, that could come in handy, as I showed you about the Spirit King's helmet, or I think I forgot what it was. Give me a second, I could find it again. Here it is, Crown of the Spirit King. Now you could stick that on him, and whenever he uses his art, you just activate it so that he receives less damage than what he should be receiving. Now he can also be of use. Oh, but he does not come in place with Hero Cape. Hero Cape only applies to humans. Right. Okay, so let's actually see if I can find a human. Now that I think about it, I have not thought about it. Another human. No, that's... No, wait. Maybe? Oh, no, but he's considered a god. Right. He's considered... Yep, there it is. Wow, that's a lot of luck. Okay, so no, that doesn't work. Sorry about that. I'm trying to find a good unit you could use, guys. What other unit? Maybe her? No, but she's not a god, is she? No, I don't think she's a god, but I think she's a machine. I don't know what other unit you could use. Baffled. Holy cow. I'm sorry, guys, but it doesn't seem like there's any current fire units that actually can use Hero Cape. I'm surprised. Okay, so this guide is gonna be a little bit lame. Ouch. And that's a starter for me. Now, I don't know what to say, guys. Beyond the fact that you might need Matoi at this point for the fire guide, I guess I can't really say much, because the opponent freezes your team every time you activate 3 arts. So, with that being said, I don't know what to say, guys. You might be able to heal it, but that comes in the price of the fact that you can't use your arts afterwards. So I don't think there's even equipment to heal the status ailment of Frost. Let me see. Give me a moment, guys. I might not actually have an equipment for you that actually heals Frost. I don't. Sad. I have Poison and Curse. I have Disease. I have Seal and Blind. But I don't have Frost. That's unbelievable. Sorry guys, it doesn't seem like I can even have a gear for you to cover up for the frost. I do apologize, but that's about it. That's all I could really help you guys with at that point. I'm sorry if my guide is specifically or completely reliant on Matoy and Hero Cape, but that's about the only way you could avoid getting hit by frost and just deal the heaviest amount of DPS your team possibly can get. Now, as I said before, yeah, you could rely on the gear of Kita for your fire team, because fire teams all use physical attack. So if you guys have F Kita, I would suggest having around 4 to 5 of them, especially for this team, because this is your healing will become completely reliant on the Spirit Sword. So that's about it, guys. That's all I can really give you as a guide out there. I do apologize if my guide isn't that handy, especially since it's reliant on a collaboration unit which came out in the past, and that is also reliant on a unit that you can't get through easily through summons. Now, actually, to be honest, like I said, you don't really have to have Grond in your team. To be honest, that's the truth about it. You don't have to have Grond. You could also use one of my favorites here. Where is he? My favorite unit here. Ragna. Ragna being that he actually has a bit of a good damage. Now, why I say do I believe good damage, he also has the fact that he increases your damage from your fire types like 50%. So, hey, that comes in handy. And he also burns your opponent. So, gotta admit, he's a good replacement for Grond. If anything. If anything. That's about it. But with that being said, guys, I'm sorry I can't provide a better guide for detail of how to avoid frost there. I don't personally know how to avoid it other than using Matoy here. But that's about it. I do hope you enjoy the game, and I hope you guys get past this battle, hoping and willingly that you guys get that lucky as I did with the nuking phase and point of where I just almost got my butt nuked to 0. But that's about it. I really do hope you guys enjoy the game and have fun. Peace.